Hey guys, I am Valium, and as always, I am incredibly tired. Today we'll be talking about Honkai Star Rail and its multiplayer. I am still playing the closed beta, and I am just totally addicted. This game is my crack cocaine. So, the multiplayer currently in the game is pretty much non-existent. Uh, it's unfortunate, but kind of expected. There is no PvP or anything like that, and I think that's kind of honestly to be expected, and I think that's kind of a good thing. There are characters that are clearly far more effective and far more powerful than other characters. Bronya is definitely an example who just makes her team just way better. So what currently multiplayer-wise is in the game? Well, you can set a support character. The support characters essentially are characters that other people can use to do to do repeatable content. So, for example, here there is a Calyx, which you can use to farm character XP. You can do this, for example, to also farm like talent XP, talent materials and stuff like that. So when I go to challenge this, I can just click support, and voila, I can just pick through other people's characters that they've selected for support. Now I can filter this, for example, through friends, and I can just use my friends' characters. So, for example, if you're a more casual player and you have a friend who is no lifer who just plays Star Rail, well, you can use their characters. So, just add them to your team. So yeah, I'm gonna be one of those no lifers. So what do you get for people using your characters? You get credits. I have been using a lot of credits, but to upgrade like my characters. I believe I have a decent chunk right now, but I will go through most of that probably today, just upgrading my characters. So, where do I think the multiplayer is going? Well, I think we can kind of see where they might be going from the second event that's in the beta. The first, I assume this is going to be the second event that will also go live when the game finally goes live. The first event was essentially just fight a bunch of enemies, complete it within a certain number of rounds. If you had like a decent team, you could just brute force your way through. It was pretty simple. I had a decent team, because as I said, I've been no-lifing the game, and I just defeated everything within like a round. It was pretty ridiculous. So the second event is called Cosmic Warfare, as you can see. So how it works is you scout an enemy. I would show you that, but I've had several attempts to record this event, or record this video. I had mic issues, audio issues, you name it. It's harder to be a YouTuber than you think. So, how it works is you scout an enemy, the enemy shows up here, and you can do an attack on the enemy. And it will consume some of this resource that refreshes every day. And you get so many rounds to attack it. You can... these enemies have a lot more health than usual. I can defeat this enemy in probably in one turn, just because I have the correct weaknesses of my strongest characters. This isn't too bad to defeat. But like for certain enemies, I wouldn't have enough. And the idea is that you use this united attacks button and share the target with all players. So everybody can now attack this target. And you could like do this event without doing that in theory, but I don't see why you would. And you can also attack like other people's targets that they've shared. Now, I feel like this kind of shows what they're trying to do, is they're trying to do like a cooperative multiplayer, like, oh, you scout a target, and then you share it with other people, and then you attack them. And, like, you cooperatively take them down. And, like, you can see this, like, them iterating on this kind of thing, and maybe they'll do a second event, or maybe it will just, like, be thrown into the game if this is successful enough. Of, like, oh, now this is like a raid boss that you can just like all like pitch in to like fight. And I feel like this idea to me is like a really cool idea. And you can see like what they're kind of like moving towards. And this is pretty neat. And I feel like this is a good idea. What? Do I have anything more to say about this? Not really. We've seen mechanics like this generally happen in Genshin and stuff, in games like that, where the devs have like done this event and then iterated on it, and we'll either see a second event or we'll just see it added to the game. I have another video coming, likely in a few days, where I will build a few free-to-play teams before release. Just to show you people who don't want to like spend a bunch of money on the game, to show like what kind of teams you can make without like spending a bunch of money. But yeah, I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on like what you think about their multiplayer and what kind of direction they're going, and how you guys feel about the like it look like they're not going towards PvP. As I said, I don't like the idea of PvP just because like honestly I feel like it'll be just people smacking you with their wallets, and that kind of feels bad, especially for new players. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You all have a nice day.